hate to interrupt a good meme in progress, but we are here to play D&D, not to do idle chatter.
Idle chat is good. It bonds the party. Makes me want to murder less of you.
Oh god. Alright.
Again, it.
So let me get the proper screen going since you received the bone man. I didn't even see
He's dead.
I didn't even see what you did to this poor bastard.
I drew the skull and the red prism of death, but someone else wrote he's got a boner and drew a bone. No, put him back in there. He deserves to be in the meme timeout zone.
Oh god.
Timeout meme zone.
Paracelsus evolved. But anyway.
Get rid of the he's got a boner. Change up the actual bone a bit so it just looks like a ukulele. Give him a sombrero.
El Dia de los Muertos.
Just having a little. He's just having a little siesta.
Day of the Dead celebration.
Alright,
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of hard to use the mouse with you right here.
Oh boy, it's a big map.
Was that loading in? Please tell us
Oh,
the
it's a
actual definition. Oh, thank
huge
God.
map.
I was. Oh no! Oh no! It's water deep again.
Water deep.
Yo, what the fuck, dude?
Welcome to Kasai.
This place is huge. Josh, no, take it off.
Gosh, no. I love it.
Oh my god, Josh.
This is.
I can't see any of our tokens, but I could see that he's got a boner. That was it. That was the first of our tokens to load in. With a big skeleton face. And he's got a boner.
And it appears right on target. Nice.
Hello.
Obviously, he just like selected it all and copy pasted it.
Oh my fucking god. I did, because everyone kept moving.
Josh, this makes me feel like Tom's Evo campaign. That's what I feel like with this one.
This one?
Yeah, that's how I feel with this town.
Really?
It seems to be a decent enough town. The horses are really fucking.
Like I feel
fat,
like,
though.
Sledge
okay,
and Hogtie and Ishak are going in right now.
The paradigm between this horse and like that horse, right? One's got anorexia and the other one's fat.
Oh, I mean, one could be a pregnant
The
parent.
one's stealing the other one's food.
Clearly. And how? I guess they're not like protected in any way, shape, or form. There's no like gates, so they could really be pregnant. Horse could just be like,
done.
horse could just like bust through this door, and go down to that horse, and get right in there.
Anyway.
Are you being racist right now?
Oh, you removed the skulls. How could you?
Alright.
Okay. Cut. You need to leave. I can't play D&D like this. Come on. Over here.
As it bites the wire last second. Joke's on you!
He isn't nimble enough for that. No, he's just sitting on my bed watching me. He's disappointed.
You were supposed to be holding me. You were supposed to be part of the Jedi, not join the Ducks.
You are the chosen one. You're supposed to bring balance to the Force, not ruin it.
It's my own fault. So,
God, I keep sneezing.
after spending a few hours in the city, also seeing just a few of the more seedy areas and the more respectable areas closer to the palace where the Jade Emperor is supposedly staying, as well as most people only seeing the Jade Regent from what you heard walking around the town, you get a better sense of what the capital of Minkaya is like, especially with the proud flags flying up high and plenty of just home good work, home good cooking and workers, and very bustling city, and seems to be thriving very well, even though the Oni were interrupting trade a good amount over by Otmer's Tower, which is now Sioux Tower.
Yes. Sioux Tower.
it becomes very apparent where a lot of the craftsmen are and the other varying places in the city, more respectable areas. There's less heavily armed city guard, from what you could tell, compared to what you walked in through the front. And in comparison to where it seems to be more of the slum slash of the port area of the town, there's more heavily armored and equipped guards. You could tell that if there were even to be the slightest hint of a riot or just public indecency or anything, it would be swiftly handled because they're much better equipped.
Proud flags, you say? How interesting.
You could definitely tell from the majority of the people here that even though it's very, rich in trade, it's very reclusive in a fashion that there seems mostly to be only humans closer to the Jade Castle, and more of the, undesirable types in their eyes of Heikyo Genkai and Kitsune, and even just the few odd Dragonborn and Shard mines are more towards the port area, kind of pushed off to the more slummy looking buildings, and even a occasional food vendor at most is what you would see going through the middle of the city, but they seem to keep mostly humans closer to the entire castle itself. You definitely get a sense when you were shopping for your items, Kaida and Pandora, that you get a few odd looks, some kind of whispering, but people were still happy to do trade. You could tell some of them were like half expecting you to try and pull something fast or to steal something.
How rude.
And then Paracelsus, a lot of people were kind of just pointing and whispering in curiosity at the knight with the small odd metal dragon on her shoulder. As far as they can tell, you're just somebody who's wearing a lot of plate.
I better. I mean, I do technically wear leather.
No.
Well,
Really?
hide.
Hide and plate mixture.
That does kind of makes a good point.
Yeah, where's hide?
Pandora, however, did attain some documentation.
And pants.
She does have.
This is very
pants.
important about pants.
Mike, are we still
you
gonna
sure?
go on about like snake vagina here?
Yeah.
Let's not meme. We've.
I mean, I think I
was-
brought it up. You just said before that you didn't have pants, so I'm just making sure you got some pants.
I have non-armor pants. Don't get me wrong. I have non-armor
I
pants.
was about to debate
It's
that.
like
There's
it's
just
like when
Yes, nephew.
it's like when you have like a wadded up piece of clothing in the corner, like you pick it up and it's just like all wrinkled. It's like, oh, here are my pants. I haven't used these for a while.
No, Pandora's acquired some papers some ID papers. So if anyone does give up any odd looks or any, if someone tries to start,
You whip out the passport like it's me.
no, it's an ID. It's ID papers with a portrait with a photograph or
Yeah,
portrait
Your
photograph.
passport.
Yeah, and all it does is basically say, don't try and start stuff with the High Priestess of Bahamut. So don't. I can do what I want. Me.
Basically, for that, the city guard would give you less hassle because you're at least confirmed, as well as pretty much registered in their log of citizenship.
Yeah.
As well as let's see, and Pseudo, I imagine, since you're going around shopping and selling a few things of interest, you do get a few comments of people asking if you're from the Iron Wrist School because of your claw.
What do you say?
Wait. I had like 6 messages play like at once. What?
So there's a few merchants who are looking at you kind of like almost excitedly, very welcoming. They obviously aren't paying much attention to your ears, if at all, because they're more distracted at the aspect of your claw. And some
Dude, everybody wants my claw, dude.
Well, some were asking in kind of an excited fashion if you were part of the Iron Wrist School.
The Iron Wrist School? No. Like, all I can get.
School.
Yeah, all I can think when you said Iron Wrist is like, yeah, I really have. I've had a lot of training in this wrist. Oh.
It reminds me of like that martial arts style where like the dudes have like the rings on their wrist and like forearm and like hit people
Oh,
with them.
yeah. That's. Yeah, I can see that.
I think that's the style.
She's getting it.
So,
Come on,
I'd be like, no. I'm from the Kai style. And
Oh.
and this is what you get when you stick your hand into a weird object.
So
Do you have pants? Herb?
I just now both of the Hekio Genkai, I'm just gonna constantly ask if you have pants whenever you shift forms.
Excuse me.
Look at me. Kinda has pants on.
So it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt to ask.
You gotta make sure sometimes, dude.
They're looking up to you. He's like, oh, you're from the Kai family, are you?
Yeah. All the Kai school. Yeah. No, I wasn't going that far.
You know, they bow profusely because it's very rare to have anyone from that school, especially here.
Oh shit.
Little more well-renowned in this area.
The orb floats around my hand.
It actually does.
It does. Does Senpai notice the orb? Because I would notice the orb.
That depends on.
Actually, do any of these merchants look familiar?
Some of those merchants, you do recognize a few in passing.
Like, I mean, like, you know, from my newly acquired tower.
One of them you actually would recognize as he's working with one of the women that was there. He's a dragonborn, basically pounding away on what looks like to be somebody's future plate mail armor.
Oh, nice.
You can tell it's very regal in design. It's taking quite as much care as possible while shaping the steel as he can to make it as perfect to request.
Really? Just... Oh, shit. Does Josh know that?
I don't think I.
Oh. I'll whisper it to him.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Pseudo-sacrifice disarmed, no rule.
No.
I'm writing canon for you.
Saul is typing. What the fuck?
No, don't do that.
God. I had to.
Yo, I'm not sending him any dumbass oil.
You get a telepathic message. I am running out of oil. You must send some immediately.
You must construct additional pylons.
Must construct additional pylons.
This is information I just also gained, Josh.
Alright, good.
But, for future.
Good. Let the hate flow through you.
Well, it's a good thing that I figured it was high renown. And that... as well as you know, you do receive a few odd looks, but then also respectful bows from other few peasants who seem to follow and worship Nerol as well.
Really? Open
Peasants who worship Nerul, I've seen it all.
That's very surprising.
Yeah, that's
That's-
fucking crazy.
That in itself, though very few, you could see that they do flash their symbol.
Like flashing their gang signs as I pass.
Pretty much.
Cool.
In that respect. You could tell they keep it very quiet, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably just, give them the slightest nod and gaze before I continue on my way. The entire time I'm shopping, I'm also name dropping Moo for anyone who's seen that freak with the crab claw hand.
One
Some people
second.
think you're just mooing and move on.
So, you get a few hush whispers as you kind of say the name Moo. And if you kind of hurry along, especially seeing that you're Priestess Nerul, they assume that it can't be any good business, especially if you're looking so adamantly for someone that you can tell their assumption is that something is going to go down very quickly, especially if you find the person you're looking for, so they kind of make way.
Fair enough.
In that respect, while you're looking around, roll me streetwise.
Okay. Did I get that?
I am streetwise, da na na na.
Yeah.
Sorry
can
about
I can I just do my seek rumor ritual instead?
Yes.
Oh man, there's
Because
no
it
ritual
allows
right
me
there.
to use Arcana.
That's really a ritual. Seek a rumor.
I'm pretty sure you had this one as Tyrion.
I do not remember having that. I remember almost all of my rituals. I do not remember ever buying a seek a rumor.
Just
I mean,
in
can't
case.
we just make like a streetwise for that?
I mean, the ritual I think is pretty much streetwise for Arcana specialists.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You kind of get mixed messages. Some were saying that there was a Moo in the Jade region, who stands at the side of the Jade region. Other people were saying he's part of the guard. Some were saying he's a merchant. Others were saying he came in with the caravan. A few others, kind of point you towards the more slummy kind of areas, saying that he's one of the vagrants and beggars who came in with the rest of the filthy Haikyo Genkai.
I would definitely know there's no chance of him being in any kind of like prestigious position being a freak. So definitely the lower hive and the lower dregs area I would be basically beelining for. Well, once I found everyone.
Yeah, you definitely hear there was a number of Haikyo Genkai that had basically made their way to the slums area and more of the more
think to
hushed
myself,
sections.
He could be hiding amongst them.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
I just go looking for the rest of my party since my shopping's done.
Alright, how long does it take to shove a gigantic white crystal into my chest? Is it like a 10-second job? Does it take 20 minutes?
Where are you doing that?
I'm talking about the Delver light thing.
That's what I'm
Did I
saying.
get it installed?
Where,
Yeah, no, I was
Where are you?
gonna
doing that?
ask. Where do I go to even get this?
There are a few people who would have such a thing. It probably would take you a little bit of time to get that fully put in properly.
Yeah, that's what I'd probably go look for, because I mean, if I'm gonna get something installed in my torso that runs off of my own energy, I probably want it done well.
Yeah. You could take a minute to, well, more than a minute. You would take a little bit to, once you get your Delver's Light, to go find an artificer who would be more than happy to help put that in.
Yeah, just put it in the middle of my chest. Yeah, that's
What do you
fine.
What do you suppose the Temple of Bahamut in this region would be, or at least a shrine?
The
That's where I'd be.
The Shrine of Bahamut would be more closer towards the Jade Regent's castle. You can tell a lot of the temples are fairly respected and kept very close to the higher ups, so they don't have to travel far.
Hmm. More than likely, I'd probably be going there. So it would probably take. It probably wouldn't take very long for you to find me, but Pandora will probably be. She'll probably look very, very happy. Like, just oddly very happy.
Sorry.
Can I install Warforged items on Peeps out of curiosity? If Peeps
Install.
wants them.
Give Peeps a jetpack, dude.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel any sector places that they would go?
Let's see.
This is all Sutoian knowledge.
Oh.
You live in a Zootopia, after all.
Zootopia.
Oh my god.
Is your favorite movie Zootopia?
Oh god.
No, it can't be.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
But let's see. So, as he's working on that, you would approach him and just offer him a space back at the workshops in
Oh, good.
the future Sioux Tower, and he would kind of look surprised for a moment, and he kind of looks at you. I didn't think you wanted anyone there after your demonstration.
Well.
Oh boy.
Well.
What?
Oh man, I don't remember what I was gonna say to that.
You weren't expecting that one, were you?
Well, I mean, he did see me just roasting like a couple of people, It's
Roasted.
roasted.
A little more than crispy.
A little more than crispy. Well, they threatened me, so I put him down. You know what I mean? Hey, man.
I see. Is there?
I mean, currently, I have no plans to roast people. If I'm inviting you back, there's no plans to roast you.
I would gladly return, but
Oh, I feel you.
forgive my hesitation. It's just
No, yeah, no. I mean, I understand. You watched a whole bunch of people just burn to death. It's cool.
is there any guarantee that I would be abstained from?
Well, if you recall, I let all the merchants go free.
That's very true. And you can tell he's actually thinking it over quite a bit, because there was a very large and fair supply of raw material, and basically the workshop itself had quite the unique set of tools. Might I ask why you want me back there?
I've decided to really take residence in this tower. So now I'm rebuilding it. So it's gotta have a start somewhere. Bringing back merchants, get people to come. Because you can't do anything without money,
True.
I like how Suto is just speaking hyper casually about this. He's even mumbling and stumbling.
He's just going in.
He's not even confident. He's just sort of like.
Well, like, I mean, he's got to work his way around of somebody watch me roast like 20 people.
Bam! Roasted!
Roast!
You had a good reason to burn those people.
Well, I know, but like if you watched a guy just roast some people, you're gonna be hesitant to walk back through the gates. I mean,
Hey, wait a second. That guy's back.
Hmm?
I've seen his token.
Which one?
I've seen you.
I know you.
I'll try and like point him out. I mean, I
You're
don't
the
know
hero
how
of
far.
Kavach.
Left, right.
oh my
Oh,
god,
him? Yeah, that's the one
far
Suno's
left.
talking to right now.
Zootopia.
He just looks very familiar.
Yeah, he was at Otmar's workshop.
Isn't that the succubus chick from earlier too?
Where?
Like to the north of that
Killer,
dude?
it's an identical token.
Her? The one with the umbrella?
No, this chick.
You're wearing the same lipstick as somebody who was found at the crime scene. I'm gonna have to shoot you.
Who put a rainbow here?
You
Wasn't
did
me.
say proud flag, so proud flags or something like that.
Stop drawing on his maps.
No, I am the artiste of this production. I'll not have you criticize my work.
So
Thank
middle
you.
circle to the right is the one you're talking about?
Where I pointed out the familiar dragon token dude to the north of that guy, like one house or two houses to the north, like this chick. She looks very familiar too.
Same clothing
I'm just
style.
noticing a whole bunch of used tokens.
Same clothing style, but it's actually different.
Hey,
She's a
Josh.
slightly different succubus. She's lesbian. You can tell.
Oh, she only slays pussy, but
Whoa.
Josh,
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't go that far.
why? This area is like darkened. Is that just the map, or?
yeah, it's just the map.
Okay, I thought I was seeing something I wasn't supposed to. I'm like, am I?
I don't want to move
Yeah,
around in the city because I don't want to make it harder to grab all our tokens again.
Actually, it's secretly like all that area is just secretly there's a flying castle above it. That's why it's constantly in shade. It's just one of the rich nobles just pissing on those poor people.
Float over their farms.
He just floats over their houses so they never get sunlight.
Empty the chamber pot over the farms.
Actually, that'd help them. He'd just like dump all the waste
What if
above
it was
them.
on their house?
Oh yeah, that'd make more sense.
Yeah.
So
Throw out my trash.
Dispose of the bodies.
so
Again, sir. Yes. Down the chimneys.
as the Dragonborn's kind of looking at you, thinking over there, I'd be proud to
Oh man, proud.
be allowed to work there again. I won't lie, the facilities there have been the most impressive I've seen anywhere.
There you go. Okay. I guess you go back. Probably.
Definitely.
100%. 100% on that one.
I'll go back there
Well,
as
you-
soon as I finish this order for the armor.
You
Take
heard
time.
it,
When you
first
get there,
guy.
just let Soul know. He should. You can't miss him. His abs shine like the northern lights. The dragon's like, what? What?
Okay then.
He's well oiled. You'll can't miss him.
He just
Yeah.
kind of nods as you walk away, and then kind of shakes his head.
I mean, like, yeah, he now knows that it's gonna be a well-oiled man. There, wait.
Merd.
As soon as he opens those front doors. Alright. So, after a short while, I imagine everyone kind of meets back up towards the center of town where the market's a little more bustling, and there's a few food cart vendors running around selling different mixtures, like a few kebabs and teriyakis, some steam buns, and others with bowls of noodles. One's a small portable ramen cart.
I probably got there first, and I probably also got lunch while I was waiting.
Yeah. You can tell everyone in the center with all the different food carts, they're all kind of beckoning and wafting their food across the market. And
sorry, I accidentally hit my toe on the side of my computer. It really hurt.
It sounded like you smashed your nuts against your computer.
No, trust me. It was my pinky toe. That's why it really hurt. Don't you have it when you're like walking and then you accidentally like stub one of your toes against like this edge of a couch or a chair or something? It really hurts.
Yeah.
Fucking how?
Just want to quit life at that point.
Life is no longer worth living. We have these weaknesses that we cannot prevent. Oh boy. Okay, sorry about that. Continue.
So.
There you all are.
If we're not, we should probably meet in the actual center of town, not just gawk at the walls and pretend.
It kind of makes us a lot more annoying to grab, but yeah, sure.
No, I
start dragging
I somehow got on top of the wall. Josh, stop fighting me. I'm trying to move my character.
Your character's mine now.
I'm feeding Peeps gold while we walk.
Everyone's kind of laughing and pointing at Peeps as he's sitting there gnawing on a coin on your shoulder.
And then, I just realized how little these peasants make in a day. I really hope there aren't actually any poor people around. Watching me feed like a month's wages to my pet dragon.
You can tell as they're all pointing, they wouldn't even question about fighting you because you have like a halberd and a full blade, unless you sold the halberd.
I don't think I didn't sell the first halberd, so.
So you're carrying two very large weapons with a full set of armor and a mechanical dragon on your shoulder. Like, people aren't going to really try and fucking bother you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just picturing this from the point of view, like they're watching the rich feed gold to their pets.
Oh my god.
How much of a snob can you be just feeding gold and some pants, dude?
It's like as if like I got like a solid gold like chihuahua and I'm just like feeding it $100 bills in front of like a shitty slum.
Oh god.
Oh hey, what's up, guys?
He needs a couple $100 bills before he takes a nap, you know?
Yeah, dude, you need just a quick few bucks. It's no NBD.
I was gonna buy some more caviar, but I can just go to the bank.
I mean, look how happy he is eating this gold.
I should start feeding my anaconda gold too, but I'm fairly certain if I did that, he wouldn't be too happy.
Would it just fall out of his stomach eventually once he disappears? Like, he just the snake like gets dissipated. It's just like an explosion of gold.
I'm not sure that would be exactly the case. I'm fairly certain the gold would go with him to the spirit realm, because that's how gold normally works in some traditions.
My God. Your dragon your pet snake can hold astral diamonds for us.
Yeah, actually, that's a smart idea.
The bank of snake.
My anaconda is now banking your white gold.
You grab it like a it's just like a pouch. Like you grab the back of it and like squeeze up like a toothpaste tube.
Yeah, that would work.
Sorry, Josh.
I can't believe you're asking me to squeeze white substances out of my snake.
That isn't white. An astral diamond is clear. Get out of here. Get your mind out of the gutter.
So you see, enjoying a nice meal, probably halfway done when you finally show up.
I got
and will just rock up on a horse.
Small and portable. You have your horse out?
I should probably add it to my abilities. But for the sake of things, Pandora will just be holding a small jade horse and like trying to find a pouch for it somewhere, like because all of them are basically full at this point.
Hello, you know.
Now that it appears you have enjoyed the city, now I believe we should be on to business. I have a few leads. Have any of you found out anything about our target?
I found out the city is really good at sticking lights into my chest, and I'll flick the light on and off.
You just turn. You just make you make your turn indicator turn on. Just
Fascinating. That'll help you read at night.
It also sheds bright light in a 20 square radius if I want.
It's high beams.
I just realized I could have that installed in my head and had like eye beams.
You just get like magnifying glasses too, so you can just like move. You just move them over the high beams and turn them into lasers. Just.
So, anyways, your leads.
If none of you speak up, I guess I would say, I've heard that the poor district here is where a lot of the refugees and people who can't make it go, and as we found out from that weird plant lady, he did seem kind of down on his luck just traveling as part of a freak show, so he probably went there. So I wanted to gather you all up before we go there and finish our business. Well then, no objections. Let's be on our way.
Yes.
Hey Pseudo, does that arm still hurt like the first time you got it on? Just wondering.
Josh.
You'd probably feel a little bit raw, but it actually strangely feels quite normal at this point.
So, it's a little, like there's a little tinge, but otherwise it just feels like, my own hand at this point.
Neat.
Josh, the orb. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna have my one index finger pointed up, and the orb's gonna spin on the top of it.
Alright.
That's all I want.
Are you say this is Tengen Toppa?
No.
I'm gonna Beyblade it up and let it rip.
That's Beyblade.
Heading towards the more poor district of the capital, you do see more and more of the undesirable types to most of the city's residents. A mixture of Aikyo Genkai and even the occasional shark mine. You see about two or three of them, which you could tell that this is probably the most that they're welcome. And even though it's quite the odd transition to go from the section of the city where it's just purely all human and the occasional different race to nothing but just a huge mix of Haikyuu Genkai, half-elf, even the occasional orc going by. And even on the docks themselves in the more trashy spot, and it looks like a very rundown house that nobody in their right mind would stay at because it's half submerged in water as a kuatoa.
What are kuatoas? Are they the frog things?
Fish people.
Pandora, do you think you could ask a few of them if they've heard of this crab-clawed man? These are your people, after all.
Well, I'm not exactly fluent in fish, but I suppose I can at least try to talk with them normally. Pandora will sort of try and approach one if possible, and she'll clear her throat. Excuse me, have you heard anyone of the name of, it's Wu, yeah? Or is it Moo? Moo. Have you heard of anyone by the name of Moo? Has a crab claw in his hand. I'll quickly roll diplomacy, I'd guess.
Huh. He he kind of looks at you, and his lips kind of go a little bit wide. It's very strange and almost unsettling seeing the fish head of a Kuatoa looking at you, just such wide, kind of empty saucer eyes.
Could have talked to the other people too, but
I mean, if you said these are your people, I thought you meant the fish people.
I'm pretty sure she was referring to the Hekio Genkai a little bit ago, not the fish
Well,
things.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. She'll at least talk with the fish people first, because they would know similar fish-ish people.
Yeah, crab claw. That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
So they're looking at you. Obviously, you're still half snake, I imagine, at this point, since it's your more comfortable area.
Yeah, well, she has always been half-snaked, regardless of where she's gone to.
Alright. So he looks you up and down. What do you want? Move.
Sorry? What do I want? Did he say?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's how is that? How is that?
I love it.
Pandora will clear her throat. I'm looking for a man named Moo. He has a crab claw for an arm. Pandora will give up on these fish people, I'd say, and try and talk to some of the Hangyo Genkai.
Yeah.
How do you react to rejection?
I'm not talking with these dumb fish people. It's above me.
Wow, you just insulted them. Can they hear that?
No, okay. Pandora doesn't insult them. I insulted them for their intelligence. If they don't understand common in a common speaking country, then they are clearly too inept.
Yeah, they're illegal.
As you just kind of turn and walk away, like mid conversation, you just hear them like talk to.
So as we walk away from them, I say, "The Jade Emperor will build the wall, and you'll all be sent back."
No. No.
10 out of 10.
The other one that's still standing at dock, like, kind of holds it up and just thrashes it back and forth with frustrated.
Instead, Pandora will just speak to some of the what kind of Henge are we dealing with here?
There's actually quite the mixture here. Fair amount of fox. Some are wolves. Others you could see are like Hamada on the mountains, where white tigers and other just regular tigers. And then there's a few odd ones of like rhino and bear.
Any panda?
Surprisingly, no.
No, there's no panda masters.
Pandora will start with the odder looking ones first. Speaking with maybe one of the rhinos or one of the bears.
All right.
Excuse me. Have any of you seen a man by the name of Moo? He has a crab claw for an arm. I don't think he's one of us, but he may have been in this area.
So when you go and get his attention, ask that he kind of looks down and he just like. Moo. A crab claw, you said?
Yes, he was somewhere in this area.
Oh god, I've heard it.
I heard of someone called that. It's quite a temper on him. Not a lot of people want to keep him around. Seemed more trouble than he was worth. Probably check around the docks area. He seemed pretty intent on staying around the water there.
Well, thank you very much for at least attempting to assist. She'll give a smile and pay the I'm going to assume it's a bear from the voice. Then again, like 90% of the Hengi you have voiced so far have used that voice. But she'll pay the man 20 gold and be on her way.
Did I set the precedent?
What?
Nothing.
Precedent.
The tip. Oh, tipping. Oh, no. Just
Yo.
give people. We're just generous souls.
I should build the wall. I was thinking about
You
it.
already have a wall.
I have the Trump. I have the Trump Tower, and now I just need to begin
You
the
definitely
wall.
have a wall around it. That's how you managed to walk everybody into a flamethrower.
That never happened.
Pandora will move towards Yuno. A few of the ones around here suggest that he has quite a temper and that he was and he's staying near the docks. If no one is,
I overheard your conversation.
oh, okay, so never mind that conversation then. So we'll move towards the docks then.
Never mind, that conversation ends.
Yeah. No, if she's overheard the whole conversation, she doesn't need to. The whole conversation didn't need to happen.
I'm staying, like, we're staying in a group just in case details come up. I want to be able to explain things. Or suggest why we're seeking him out.
Well, the only thing we really need to do at this point is just go to the docks, I guess. So let's go.
To the women docks!
Let's go.
Gosh, you didn't answer my one question.
What, did I miss one?
Right after the Dragonborn one.
Oh, that.
That one.
Yeah, in this area you would definitely find something like that. It just depends on how you want to go about that.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
But, alright, to the docks.
So, heading down to the docks, you can actually see there's quite the breakup of races here. Even odd traders from different lands. You could see some look not so savory, and some of their ships are quite clearly beat up and have a few what looks like cannon fire from the sides of it, and even maybe ballista fire had gone through sides of their ship, leaving to question of why these ships would even be in contact with such things, as well as a few more odder races. You could see what looks like elves and Ginny, but when you get closer and you pass them by in their tattered clothes, you can see they actually have gills.
Hmm.
You don't suppose he may be hiding underwater, do you? It's certainly a thought.
I'm not sure. He has to make a living somehow. Perhaps these dock workers have seen him.
I suppose. Any Hengi dock workers, I suppose? Maybe they'd probably be like part eel or something like that.
You actually do see someone of a slight oddity. He, kind of like the Kuatoa's house, there's a dock that kind of looks like it's submerged on purpose. And then someone with an actual kind of lengthy eel-like tail hanging into the water, but with the regular person's cloak as he kind of lounges and smokes what looks pretty clearly like an opium pipe.
Of course. Pandora will just sort of clear her throat. Well, I suppose we should start looking. I'm not interacting with any opium. It could be bad for me. It could be bad for my health.
Well, what's wrong?
Think
You
of
don't
the
want some
children,
quick
and she'll
opium?
sort of gesture towards my anaconda. Think of the children.
Good opium. Who says no to free opium?
I am convinced you turned down a great offer.
In your mind, maybe. I'm just thinking of my anaconda. Give me that weed! Shut up.
I'll count that as canon.
It's pretty fucked
Yeah,
up, man. I'm gonna have to send that thing to rehab.
You can't send an astral being to rehab. You
Have you tried? Have you tried?
They'll just slip right out of
will
rehab.
try.
Spirit lab.
Yo, Josh, you just whisper me with fucking the anaconda?
I think so. By mistake.
By mistake, good.
He's like, I don't want that thing speaking to me.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
I forgot I left it on the anaconda.
I was like,
Oh, good.
You got some buns for me, hun.
It's funny because I know Josh can speak as my anaconda, but it's even funnier when the GM whisper is my anaconda.
like, Jesus Christ.
Peeps no.
He's not interested in the opium. He's actually interested in just eating the pipe.
Yeah, no, just the pipe, not the actual, like, he actually would like you to remove it.
I suppose.
There are a few mixtures here, but some you could tell are a little more grimy than
I suppose you would want me to talk with some of the locals then, you know?
A gold piece can go far here. I'm sure they would give us information.
Man, it's unfortunate that we only have huge gold bars.
Pandora will sort of clear her throat, and she'll go, alright, well, I'll go interrogate that Hengeo guy over there, and she'll sort of, like, half-casually gesture towards the eel. I think the slummier we search, the more we'll find. Even if they're not the most trustworthy ones, they'll probably be the ones that are easiest to sell secrets.
Yep.
So Pandora will go to the eel.
You should also just get like some mad drugs and then offer them, because some people do mad stuff for drugs.
I'm like 98% convinced Pandora can just pay. Because whatever I do, like the opium house, if I remember correctly, Abel stole like 35 gold off of someone buying opium, so it can't be that expensive.
I don't know. It probably was some pussy stuff, dude. You don't know.
Anyway, but Pandora will approach the eel person.
all right.
The eel person.
Well, the eel henge.
As you get closer, it takes a second, but you realize after getting much closer to him that he isn't actually a Haikyuu Genkai.
He is an actual eel person.
Eel person. More of like a eel merman.
No.
And when you get close enough to get his attention, you can see he was reading a book. He closes it and sets it down. Kind of looks up with a little bit of a surprise look on his face. You can tell there's not a lot of people who really come up to him.
Excuse me, sir. We're looking for a man by the name of Moo. He has a crab claw for an arm. Would you happen to have seen him or heard of him?
That he kind of looks you up and down, squints his eyes a little. Takes a very long drag of his pipe. As he kind of opens his mouth and just lets the wisps of smoke come out. There was a bar fight with him not long ago. Why would you want to find such a unscrupulous creature?
Pandora will sort of try and think of an excuse, sort of looking towards, we're simply part of the Coast Guard. We're trying to at least get rid of some of the problems around here.
Oh, the Coast Guard doesn't have anyone as pretty as you. I would know.
Oh no. Oh, he's putting on the flame, dude.
Sauce.
He's turning on the flame.
Well, some people, at least, have the decency to be courteous to those trying to keep the peace. Pandora will sort of like half nod. But regardless of purposes of beauty or matters of such, it's rather imperative we find this man.
Oh, do you need to find him right away?
Yes, it would seem as if he would attempt to escape most punishments.
He has done quite a bit of property damage, I've heard.
Pandora will nod.
He kind of leans back and kind of lets the hood fall back. You can kind of see the full shape of what looks like fin-like ears almost.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna call him Finster.
He kind of just takes a small splash of water, kind of rubs it across his forehead.
I guess it gets hot.
He's done more than enough property damage, and at the same time he was a bodyguard at one point for a captain.
Like a good one? Or...
Unfortunately, that captain got impaled later on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But
I love Suto's commentary in the background while this is happening.
this is neither here nor there. I'm sure whatever crimes he's done is probably from whatever he did with that seedy captain who never mentioned where he got his goods from. I wouldn't mind getting a few more of those, though. But nonetheless, he's become more reclusive and harder to find. A few other people tried to hire him on, but he became paranoid.
Name your price, sir. We are in a hurry.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Yo.
Perhaps
Name.
you and Pandora can discuss the terms? And I gesture to this snake next to me.
Are you
starting
starting to throw me under the bus here, you know? I mean,
Yo.
You could see a
Offering
long smile creep across his face.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just picked up on the signals.
Yo, he's
Pandora.
offering up the snake puss as a negotiation, dude.
Can we honestly not devolve into this sort of stuff?
It is brought to the table.
I mean, if it was brought to the table...
First
when
of
you
all,
want to take your pants off and seduce some chick on the docks, that's cool? That's cool? Okay.
because she was at least, as I've said before, I'm a home breaker. I'm a home wrecker.
Yeah,
he
no,
has a home. You can wreck it right
his
now.
home.
No, he doesn't have a home, nor is he
How
one.
dare you? How dare you assume his life?
Well, how dare you assume that Pandora would want to do that? How about you fuck off, Pseudo? Back to your
It's
stupid ass tower.
for the good of the group.
So as he looks back and forth a little bit, thinking about it, and takes another very long drag.
Some regular snake puss.
You guys, honestly. Next time I'm gonna throw Yuno under the bus, and then she'll get all mad, and you'll be totally okay with her being all mad.
Oh god. Then as
We will.
he's looking, without her assistance, 100,000
I mean, like-
gold.
Wait,
Did you say 100,000?
Oh my god, dude. Nah.
As he's looking at everyone's gear and peeps.
And the claw.
Yeah.
So, without her, what is it? What? What did he say? Are you kind of?
I could
he
part
said,
without you, I can part with it for that much. We
So
do have quite the reputation to keep with the other captains, of course. But with you, I think 1,000 and a night with you would suffice.
Oh my god.
very forward.
He's giving you quite a high value there.
So,
Do you think anyone could really
99,000
match
gold.
him?
I'm honestly and personally disgusted.
Listen.
Fucking, he's not even Hengi. He's not even a Hengi.
Okay.
So, like,
Yeah, he's
there's
just-
no
it's-
guarantee if he's decent.
He's a merfolk.
Yeah, that means there's no guarantee it's gonna be decent.
Yo, dude, it's like Little Mermaid, but very different.
Yeah,
It's reversed.
the
It's
Little
all
Mermaid
gone.
dies at the end, you dipshit. I'm not taking that risk.
Yeah, but he's the mermaid this time, so he dies at the end.
Yeah, so like you don't have to like pay attention after you're done. Like you can smoke your cigarette and leave.
Pandora will sort of strum her fingers along her chin, and just sort of look at Yuna, and she'll just sort of gesture her aside, and she'll
Okay.
go. You're not honestly thinking what you're thinking of thinking, are you?
Oh god.
Well, I figured there.
As a servant of Bahamut, it's not in my code of regulations to help this soul. He's already broken every tenant in my book. I'm sure if he broke some of Nerol's tenants,
Wait,
he'd be more than
like-
happy to take his soul.
What?
Well, if
I'm sure she'd be more.
what
Do
happens
anyway.
after you get the information is up to you.
Do you honestly expect me to go with that person?
No, I don't expect you to do anything. But we
Good.
need that information, so if you do not, we need
Then-
to move on with other plans, such as
Then
getting it by force.
I don't,
do we
I don't
have
Just
to
be a
resort to
much-
force?
Well, this would just be a much simpler.
like yo.
Pandora will turn around and look at the man. How about we open the negotiation table?
Very well. He kind of empties out his pipe and pulls out a very, very fancy looking embroidered tin that has more of his opium in it.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's because either a mega gangster is really good at robbing people.
You said he was a captain?
He said he had respect among other captains. And think of how useful a merfolk could be.
We have it my way, and I'll pay 1,000. And she'll like, I'm just trying to think of what would be a good idea. I'll pay you at least 900, and I'll have the rules, and you tell us the information. Honestly, it's one of the best deals you'll get, and I'll roll diplomacy for that using try the stick.
So do you, like, bring something out and, like, maybe smack his face a little bit with it? Kind of in a...
No, hear me out. No, hear me out.
His
What she means
aggressive
by
friends.
Like
no, by her rules, it means she sets the grounds for what will happen before she gets the information.
Right.
Yeah, but you're intimidating using diplomacy, so
Yeah,
you
I
gotta,
no,
you gotta
I'm-
see your aggression come into play here.
Yeah,
No,
dude, come on, man.
that's. You guys are really just fucking horn dogs, aren't you?
I'm just curious how this
I literally
manifests.
meant nothing sexual by that. Holy shit.
My immersion. Come on.
Alright, well, Pandora will then... She'll sort of, like, press a hand against his chest and sort of just press in a little bit more so he can, like, see more of her features.
Do you like cave in his chest a little bit? Like
No, she's
my
just, like,
immersion.
she's just setting... She sets the rules of engagement, pays 900...
That's a
my
great way to put it.
What the fuck?
Huh?
He looks up at you with a smile, and
A
kind
toothy grin.
you could
Yeah.
see he himself, his teeth are actually a little bit sharper, being more eel-like than fish. And he kind of just gently places his hand on top of yours.
Ooh.
I wouldn't
It's getting
expect
steamy.
you to do anything you're not comfortable with. I just
And,
figured it'd be good company.
Of course. Everyone needs a little company now and then.
I know.
But I expect all information be relevant and necessary, her tail will sort of just like she'll sort of let her she'll just sort of let my anaconda gently coil up like his leg.
Oh
We
no.
wouldn't want any
She's going for his anaconda.
accidents. No. We wouldn't want any accidents to occur, would we?
What kind of accidents though? Like
Snakes have sharp fangs, and he's right near the groin area. You can pretty much
bite
his
his
snake.
dick.
See, that's the kind of
Yeah.
aggressive diplomacy I was waiting for. Like that's pretty good.
She's like, yeah, that'd be sort of the way she would encounter it. Of course, you're free to turn down the offer if you're not comfortable in doing anything you wouldn't do.
How you just going? What if that's like a huge turn on for him?
You know what? I mean, if it is, Pandora has no problems.
He just gives a very wicked-looking grin while looking up at you. It's been a very long time since I've had a lady speak down to me like that.
Oh no.
Yes.
You really want to do that?
Oh my god.
Pandora will give a very
We have a
wry
game,
grin.
boys.
We don't have a game. What'll happen will happen in DMs between me and fucking Josh here.
Oh man.
But we're gonna hold.
Play.
Yo, how
We're
can I
gonna
get
have
like
a
how can I get the juicy like wet pussy action of the dogs and not this?
Who said it's going there? You said it's going there. Pandora set the rules of engagement. It's not gonna go there. I can guarantee you that. But we'll just say there's like a small. If Josh agrees, there'll be a small time skip, and I'll assume we get the information.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Are you gonna?
To be clear
at
on the
least
rules of
whisper-
engagement, though, there was no actual. There was no.
Could you like at least give him a handy, dude?
I don't.
Oh boy.
God.
You know,
You're so ruthless.
you've probably read enough dojins to know where it went. I'll just say
Oh.
that.
Mm.
You've probably.
I mean,
read
like you
enough.
probably got like a long tongue, so alright, cool.
Yeah. So
Spending
Anyway.
those few hours gone.
Oh,
a few hours.
Jesus,
Dude,
dude, that
if the
guy can
hasn't
last.
if the guy hasn't had a woman in that long, I don't think he'd last a few hours, let alone a few
Depends.
minutes. But anyway,
I mean,
from
you
the
don't
ocean.
know Murphy.
let's say
Racial assumptions.
we now have the information, and it's completely and perfectly accurate because I had to do something that I didn't exactly want to do, but
come
you know
back
is right. It's
slimier
the
than
quickest
usual.
way of doing it.
Oh my god, that's the best.
Pandora will be just wiping around her like shoulders and around her like
Yeah,
breasts, but she'll
she's-
just be like, well, that was kind of pointless. She doesn't seem very happy about it.
Yo, got
Wasn't
some
the best.
Sticky
Wasn't
shoulder,
the
dude.
best.
It was extra salty.
And that's the way I like it. And that's the way I like it. But no, Pandora will sort of approach Yuno with the
cool.
information.
Smelling
What
very
did you
fishy.
find?
Oh no.
Goddamn fish.
I think
the
that's
way-
the second time I've done this for the group. Yeah, she'll
Well,
just
Well, I
sort of-
mean, the first one you were pretty gung ho.
well, first one anyway. Pandora
The
will
first
sort
one
of
that you were specifically asked you to do it.
yeah, the first she'll at least have cleaned herself off a little bit more. Well, that was unimpressive. But at least we got the information we're after.
Yo, you got like the sticky icky,
Well.
and that's unimpressive.
Yeah, the dude can be like Pandora's probably seen bigger.
Oh.
Ooh.
Pandora's probably seen bigger and had bigger. So I'm just
Seen
saying.
Bahamut.
And
So,
yeah, no, exactly. That's actually in her future somewhere. I've
Oh.
actually been in the background. There's a Dragonborn Paladin Shaman hybrid, perhaps. That's in the works. Can't explain more. But anyway, Pandora will at least go back to Yuna, and with the information. If Josh could give me said information.
Yes. So, After
It better be good information.
You didn't really do any checks to make sure he was telling the truth. He could have just been baiting your shit for a fuck.
Yo, free job, dude. Like, I mean, whatever.
It's better than free. He got
the thing
paid.
is,
Yo, he got paid? Yo, that guy's making out big. He's
Why
coming
do you-
up Millhouse.
okay,
I mean, if
first
he-
of all,
Didn't provide the information, we'd have a problem.
yeah, if he didn't
I mean,
provide the information, I don't think he would have much left to give at that point. I'm fairly certain he'd be a
I
quintuple
mean-
amputee, only a head and a torso left.
Like, he got the
Stop
shooters.
trying to find analogies, you dipshit. Let's just get on with it.
Oh no, I got
We're
more.
wasting fucking
It's
time.
it's.
We're descending back into meme territory.
So-
Can we really honestly hurry up here?
So, after the return of Pandora, saltier than ever, but she does actually have the information on Wu. Or
Moo.
no, Moo. Now you got me saying it. Shit. That's my own fault for the character name.
You made it too simple. You've given everyone really interesting names, and then you just give this guy the name of Moo.
He's surprisingly a guest, but you get information on there's rumors of a cave that he used to visit quite often. More closer to the end of the beach line that a lot of people had avoided due to rumor of it being cursed, and the fact that he went in and out regularly. People started to pretty much worry about him, and that's what most of the bar fights started over. And then eventually there was one night where he just kind of stopped showing up, and everyone just kept seeing very strange things and lights towards the entrance of the cave. At the same time, he also told you that the rapids there, that anything that usually gets pulled in there, unless it's a merfolk or somebody who knows how to swim, probably won't be able to make it back out of there.
Pandora will sort of deliver at least the brief information of the cave, the relevant history of the cave, and the possible location of the cave. To, And that's about it.
Well, I still can't believe he made you pay after negotiating with him. Remind me to have him killed before we leave this town.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I had no intentions of paying that man. She holds up the bag of gold.
Oh,
He'll be lighter of pocket after a while.
You're quick with your fingers too.
Oh man, Jesus.
Who said
Christ.
I needed to be quick with my fingers? I have a snake here. She sort of points to my anaconda.
Is he like just shuddering in horror and disgust?
No, he's got a coin in his mouth and he drops it by peeps. You'd be surprised how little they pay attention to such important things.
Peeps walks away at the coin.
He's gonna eat all the money.
Well,
The only thing I would ask you to do to him, is make him lose a few pounds. But that's for your own time, if you would ever want to deal with that man again.
well, I don't really need much of a reason to kill someone, and I feel like I would. Don't worry about it. Anyways,
Pandora will nod. Sort of, at least, she'll probably go to one of the, while everyone's sort of maybe getting ready, she'll probably go to one of the nearby,
fountains
just somewhere
or
where she can clean.
oceans.
Yeah.
And she won't even go to the ocean, she'll probably just find a spot,
Um,
find a
What-
place,
so
probably
these-
just like a house or something, I don't know.
these rapids, though, sound kind of dangerous. I wonder how would we get out? We have to go in this
Whoa.
cave to find him.
Well, assuming that we go down in low tide, and we also try and... If we all climb our way along, we should be alright.
I could manage that.
I have a spider silk necklace, so I should be fine. But I'm not sure about the others.
I literally do not need oxygen. Although I will need a bath afterwards. I don't want to rust.
I'm fairly certain you would probably have like an iodized bath, so you don't, so you become stainless steel.
I think it's funnier that I can rust.
I'm
Rusty wood
more uncertain of the effects of water on the claw.
Oh, Pseudo. An artifact like that, I'm sure it's not going to affect it.
What if I immediately die upon touching water?
It has an aqueous self-destruct mechanism. If coming into contact with any form of liquid, it will blow the person up.
Why are you even scared of death? This is a universe where we can revive people from the dead.
At a
Yeah,
very
to be,
costly
like-
price, though.
Like,
Well,
to be fair, like, Pandora's got, like, how much heal again? Even if you were to, like, technically die, I'm fairly certain you'd be okay.
Well, Pseudo, so there's no surprises, and Yuna will motion towards the ocean.
Motion towards the ocean.
Ocean of the ocean.
I'm tilted, let's go!
You're not going to test it?
We're going in, man.
You are? Does it
Josh, what-
kill him instantly, Josh?
Josh, do I
Does
do I
it
just
kill
get-
him
Do I
instantly?
just get
please?
molested?
You gonna
The
dip
water
claw in?
absorbs you.
Not fully, but we'll dip the, like just the tip, just a tip of a mushroom. in
Just the
there.
tip.
When you
He's putting in just the tip.
when you put one of your 4 fingers in.
4? A thumb.
Yeah,
And then slowly work your way up to 2.
Oh no.
Then once you feel the 2, really just draw it back and ram the entire fist in.
No, clearly he needs 2 to go in and then 1 to go in a different spot.
No, please.
No.
Alright.
As you put the claw into the water, you feel a strange sensation of, like, you could feel what touches the metal of the claw.
Oh.
So it's like
pretty dope.
stimulating his nerves, I guess.
It's very strange because as the water kind of seeps in a little bit into the claw, you can feel it on your hand underneath inside the claw,
Yeah.
but at the same time you feel everything touching the metal of the claw as well.
Oh.
You actually realize you're starting to get full sensation of the claw itself as if it were your actual hand.
Oh, nice. But no, I'm not getting zapped
No,
today.
No.
No
As,
doubt.
as you
Cool.
kind of get closer to the disc, though, you hear a faint sizzle for a moment,
No.
and then it kind of readjusts, and you could actually see like the disc and then the palm kind of pushing the water away.
Oh. What's Orb Sama doing?
Orb is just kind of staying close, just still floating around. It looks like it's just floating in the water now compared.
Can I have it pushed back, like, kind of like,
To the
kind of
palm.
lot? Yeah.
Yeah, so it locks, and then there's like no, you don't really hear the sizzling anymore, and it actually turns off the disc, and everything is locked back in place.
Okay.
You realize
Alright,
that as long as that disc's on and the orb is floating in the water itself, it would probably need to adjust again, like such, or probably cause some more strange effects with the water.
But as long as the orb is locked in place, we're good.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
From what you can tell, it's effectively keeping the disc and the orb itself off, so there's no strange effects.
Okay.
No, you don't appear any worse for wear, Suto.
No, but it's weird. I can actually feel the water.
That is very strange. You've stumbled across something very powerful, it seems.
I wonder what else I could feel.
Oh god.
No.
Peeps sees you doing that and goes over and puts his claw in the water.
No. I'm doing it. But is the peepster okay?
Peeps is fine.
Cool.
You just see
Why would he not?
I feel no anomalies, yeah?
no anomalies. He's He's just looking, mimicking.
Is Peeps waterproof?
From the looks of it looks like it.
Peeps
Okay,
is
good.
the ultimate design. You remember that other dragon? Fuck him. That's not the real one.
Yeah, Peeps.
It's Peeps. He's destined for greatness.
How'd you know?
Metal Gear. Peeps.
I feel like once he hits his gold quota, he's going to evolve into a bigger dragon than we have ever seen.
He's increasing his mass.
Alright.
So,
That does leave the question of where the gold goes. Anyway.
the eel man gave you directions to the cave, correct?
Yes, it's by the end of the beach.
I
It
believe
shouldn't
we
be
should-
too difficult to reach.
I believe we should make haste. I feel like we've spent too much time here as it is.
If we went there at high tide, we'd probably be swept away in the rapids, but if you insist.
Oh, is it high tide? I have no clue.
Probably by the time we got there, we'd be able to see. I mean, we can't really tell at the docks.
I mean, I feel like they would know.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like you could tell if it was high tide at the docks.
At the docks, you would be able to tell because of the barnacles on the docks itself.
Is it high tide or is it low tide? I'm fairly certain it'd be high tide if we just got here in the morning.
Right now, from the time you were talking to the eel, you can tell it actually did rise up a little bit. So as you head out there, it would be getting closer to the high tide point.
Mm.
In any case, I want to go and make sure he does not try to leave, before we can enter the cave itself.
Very well. We could possibly set up a camp outside the cave. It'd probably be a smart idea. See if there's anything that goes in or out.
Sounds good. Let's be on our way.
Kaida, what's your passive perception?
Mine.
Yeah.
It's 24.
Alright. You quite distinctly notice small... Oh god, what is that?
I don't know who's doing that.
Bruh.
Oh, is this Hillary Clinton?
So, you definitely notice a small boy kind of digging his hand in the bag of gold that you have.
I smack him.
Like, full on.
And he kind of gets up and starts running away. You could see he only had like one gold coin in his hand.
Annoying little shits.
Oh!
I place my hand on the box.
You. Oh god.
Oh god. Who
Kinda-
keeps making that?
You kind of get the sensation of like something trying to say something to you.
I'll listen.
God.
Sorry.
So, as you finally listen, like, oh yes, your ears are finally open.
Oh no.
Can I talk back to it with not out loud or
Yeah, you could think to it.
okay? And I guess I will just say, yes, indeed. I am doing your will to make you complete again. How much more do you need? I want to get my wish.
Indeed, you will. This requires more time and my creations and property back. Though you wish to avoid what the short one had received, do you?
Yes, you can keep your gifts. I seek only the wish, and in exchange I will make you complete again. Fill you with as many souls as you need.
We would like that. We would like to see your God ascend again. To join him in his side. And to see him flourish again. The false queen will fall. She
I
will
think-
hold the throne.
Yeah. Yuna's listening intently, and in Meat's face, I guess she smiles, just has this glossy look on her face, but she's smiling.
Don't you have the box in your hands?
No, it just appears my hands and my armor.
This fucking small box. You got some really bulky armor.
I do have.
Fit a whole arm in there to fondle a box.
You're not sure if that's what she's fondling anyway.
That's why she's smiling. Figures.
No, it's nowhere near any weird places.
So,
Yes, we can't wait to be inside your master. Wait, what do you mean? Nothing. Nothing what you think.
so then the others are not off limits to your wish then.
What? That was kind of faint. What'd you say?
The others are not off limits to you if you wish then.
I'm sorry, I keep not hearing. The
Basically,
others
it's
are not
asking,
off-
are the others off reach? Or
Yes.
are they on reach?
Off limits.
I need them to complete this destiny, but after it's done, I don't care what happens after that point. Once Nerol is back, nothing else matters.
Be right back.
Then I can grant you boon to see the others that are still my property.
That would be most beneficial. Finding these ones has been quite a challenge without this gift you speak of.
Yes. I would have given it sooner if I could have spoken. Only with the recent acquisitions have I regained enough to do so.
And how did the dwarf taste?
Exquisite. No. He's like another I had before. Just as stubborn. You may find him. This other dwarf I speak of, a craftsman, but one at a time, so long as we can find them.
Indeed. Well, we are close now to one. If you can, grant me this gift, and I will be on my way.
Press my symbol to your forehead. I will not mark you like I did the dwarf, but I will allow your eyes to see with my boon.
Okay. I guess I will do that. Pretty quickly, and then put it back.
Just dab.
Just a little dab.
I mean, I didn't know it was quick to take a box out of your armor, push it to your forehead, and then shove it back into your armor.
Alright.
Like, I mean, unless you got a custom-built hand tray in that armor.
I mean, like, Josh has never specified how huge it is. I always was under the impression that it was kind of small.
Yeah, it would
Back-
fit in one hand.
What's this now?
The
That's
size of the
fucking
puzzle
boring.
box.
Yeah.
I figured it was like a good, like, sized lockbox kind of a thing.
Oh no.
Okay.
And I
This magic
do have,
artifact is lame.
So
I do have kind of bulky plate armor, so like, I assume that there's room for it. Even if it's a little uncomfortable, I'm still doing it to protect the box.
the box is very comfortable pressed up against your body, but as you, oh god,
That's how it is then.
Baka.
I've been expecting that for a while now.
But
Ever since you've mentioned it speaking to people.
yeah, you press the symbol to your head, and it feels like an instant. In actuality, once you do it, it's almost like your body kind of locks for a moment, and those around you do see. It takes about 5 seconds for this entirety to finish, but when they're looking at you, they see what almost looks like Death's shadow walked over you. And kind of just a small shade passes over your eyes before you can finally move again and put the box away.
Pandora will sort of look at everyone else and just sort of... I'm not the only one that saw that, yes?
No, you aren't. Do we need to kill her now? Is she being possessed?
I think so. Pandora will sort of move towards Yuno and just like wave a hand in front of her eyes. Are you being possessed?
Can I move or anything yet?
Yeah, you can move now that once you finally see like the hand pass for any. Everything seems blurry for a moment, kind of almost looks black and white for a brief second, and then finally your senses come back fully. Your eyes feel very strange though.
Yeah. No, not possessed. Merely calling on the box, tapping into its power to find our targets.
Of course you are. Right. Pandora will sort of slither back to Paracelsus and just sort of give like a small nod.
Yuno's like fucking Vegeta after he became Majin
Vegeta.
You have no reason to doubt my claim. I have grown...
No, never doubt. Never. I would never doubt. Totally.
Couldn't you have done that before she had to, you know, with the fish man?
Oh my god.
Yes, it seems a bit peculiar that you wouldn't try that earlier, you know.
I mean, like...
I am sorry, I thought we were making good progress.
No.
I didn't want to interrupt things.
I love this game. This is a good game. Thank God. Thank God we're here.
Perhaps it might be just wise to pass the box to someone else for a little while.
Yo, dude, this is gonna be like fucking Gollum in the Ring.
You know...
Share the load.
You know that can't happen, and will never happen until I'm dead.
You know that can never happen?
I don't see why it can't, but let's discuss this later. We have a crab man to kill.
Yes, what Paracelsus said. We should probably start setting up camp.
Very well.
Isildur!
I've assured that our target will not escape our sight.
Of course you have. Right. Well. Pandora will just sort of...
Let me go get the perfect image for this.
Oh god.
Oh, here it is.
We should totally edit like an image together of like of Pandora being like the head elf, just asking Yuno to toss it into the fire.
Throw it into the fire. Yuno!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just sure you are right. Believe you.
I totally don't get why you wouldn't, but anyway.
I mean, you just randomly out of the blue say you can see things.
Not only that, we
target.
all saw like a death shroud like walk by you. You froze up in place. You've been smiling creepily, and we had one of our closest companion dwarves die to fucking insanity. I'm just kind of doubtful that you may be like 100% there.
I mean, half of that's normal for
nothing,
you now.
nothing against you. It's just slightly unnatural, and I'm just a very concerned mother.
I mean, like, I've got an unnatural claw going on again.
Yeah, but that happens every other day of the week.
Like, I've got elementals bound at my tower again right after we freed them. Like, it's gonna be good times.
When did that happen?
Recently.
Well, you all bought tickets on this nightmare train. When you want to get off, you should do it soon because there's no brakes on this train.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Do trains
a
even
train?
exist in this universe?
Yeah, I don't think trains exist yet.
That was all out of character.
Yeah.
Of course I didn't say it.
Just imagine, start babbling about things we don't even know yet, just like meta-contextual shit, just like, you're all on this roller coaster now, and we're like, what's a roller coaster?
As you all take a moment to start making your way towards the beach that was mentioned, you can see quite clearly the crowd is very well parted after kind of clearly seeing what just did.
Oh, was that obvious?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Alright, never ends.
Well, they see my symbol, so they know I'm a priestess of death, so
Yeah.
I don't think they'd want to be fucking with me anyway.
Yeah. You can kind of hear small whispers of like, did she just make a ritual? Did she bless the docks? What was that?
Some shit just happened, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just ignore the rabble.
They're all kind of pointing and looking in your direction as they try and like quickly move away.
Maybe they just told the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Old memes are getting old now, I guess.
So, takes a,
We should make a drinking game. Every time there's a meme, take a shot.
we'd be dead in the first 10 minutes.
Isn't that the
Hey,
point?
do you want to die?
Hey,
Yeah,
kid, you want to get?
I'm pretty fit.
I mean, because I want to die, so I'm up for it.
I'm keen.
As you're making your way towards the beach, you do see quite a number of people parting in the crowd. There's one particular person, though, seems to be following closer than most.
Would one of us notice this?
Oh, definitely. He's not hiding it very much. He's kind of... You could get the feeling that this person's trying to size all of you up as they're following you.
Who's that, pickpocket? I'll say
Pandora.
not looking at the person, but just kind of whispering it to the group.
Do you want me to see if I could take care of it?
With your hand?
Yeah,
With my massive intimidate.
Oh. Don't intimidate people in the city.
Yeah,
That's how you
he's
get the
following
guards
us.
called on you.
Well, I don't think we're in the city anymore. We're like on the beachish area now.
Is it illegal in civilized society to follow somebody?
Well.
These-
This is the group you don't follow without a reason. Perhaps see what he's on about, and then tell him to fuck off or kill him.
Whoa.
Fucking God.
Whoa. You know,
We can't
that's
afford
another
these
coin in the
interruptions.
swear jar. You gotta put your gold piece in.
Put your
You know,
gold
is
piece
the-
in the peeps jar.
To clear up, none of us have sworn outside of I'd like to point that out now.
Yo, like,
Jeez.
Suto
The
would
box
gasp.
causes an increase in crass language.
Yo, Suto would gasp and say, Priestess-sama.
No, don't you fucking do
Baka.
that.
You're just like, oh.
She just looks very impatient and frustrated. But
I understand. It's been a while, you know. It's been a long time. You know,
Some,
it's whatever.
some fresh souls in the box.
Pandora will sort of just keep.
No.
Pandora will sort of just look over her shoulder, or make my anaconda have a look from over her shoulder.
I put my hand on Yuno's shoulder, like, I know. I miss his abs too.
I think so too.
It's
that man
disturbing.
was
Some
an idiot.
yaps.
Don't insult me.
Alright. So
Terry.
when you use your anaconda to kind of look back, this is the
Mastery points.
full visual.
Oh, he doesn't look. He doesn't look too nice. Oh dear.
I'm
Doesn't
just gonna
look
turn
like
on. I'm just
anything.
gonna turn on the Delver's light on bright light and look at him.
Just blinds the fucker. High beams.
Good evening.
You make me feel like the Iron Giant.
That's the motif I'm going for. So congratulations.
Good evening. High beams are on.
As he stops in place, he kind of gives Paracelsus a one over and then looks back to Yuno for a brief moment, over to Pandora, Kaida, and Pseudo. You have something of interest.
So he's saying that to the group. You'll have to pry it from my dead cold fingers.
Oh no.
He kind of
That-
holds up a hand. You keep your trinket, priestess. He
Then
looks over to Pseudo.
No!
Our master desires what's now permanently on your arm.
Man, what kind of master you got going on?
Pandora will interject. I don't think you quite understand. It can't be removed.
Oh,
I think he does.
I think he does. It's not about if it can be pulled off.
My master has sent me to give this offer once and only once. I can give you your arm if you give it up.
What kind of guarantee
Well,
am I getting on this arm?
Like, to put it into context, Pseudo, I'm like, if you give him this arm, I think you might
It's a
lose
100% off guarantee.
That was good.
That's a good one.
No. I will consider it.
You can keep your so-called tower.
I mean, I don't think he can.
Yeah.
I mean, he just loses the automated worker bots.
Yeah, which basically means
We destroyed pretty much everything else. Like, you can just live there normally.
yeah, but
The factories still work without him being there, so obviously...
yeah, but
doesn't-
if someone else came in with the hand, that's what I'm saying. If someone else came in with the hand, Pseudo would be fucked.
You know,
Because they would just be like, alright, I'm turning everyone against you now.
Who is this master you work for?
You do not deserve to know his name yet.
I mean, he's asking for my hand. Like,
Is.
kind of like...
So I'll give you a hand. He's
No
married.
hand in marriage.
Yeah, he's trying to get my hand. I think I know.
That's very presumptuous to say that to a priestess of Nerol.
Then what is your name?
I have none.
Yeah,
I
that's
gave
pretty
mine up in service.
I was about to say, I was like, that's unfortunate. Your mom didn't love you.
Even the lowliest slave has a name.
Sick fires.
just kind of stares in silence.
Does he even look like he's got like a soul here, man?
One of them secret agent types, obviously.
He's from the CIA.
Like, does this guy feel just like an empty man that's just talking to me about my new beaten it hand?
What you do with your
Absolute
hands?
wit.
No, not like this. No.
I don't know if, like, I just go, I don't know if he just wants it back. I mean, I've gotten a lot of work put into this hand. I mean a lot of loads. It's just like, no, you keep it.
You can keep it.
Tell me more.
Hurt me more, Snake.
This story is worth more than the hand. Tell me more.
Well, Pseudo, don't keep the man waiting.
Oh my goodness. I mean, currently he needs his hand. He needs it.
I'll give you 1 day on your decision,
Oh, that's pretty good.
and then I will return to remove it either way.
Oh. That's gonna be pretty dope. Alright. I guess I'll see you later then.
You totally missed a meme op.
No.
A what?
You will try.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm glad I missed it. I hope it dies.
Oh, God.
He is the Senate.
I am
The Senate.
With that, he kind of looks back at the rest of the group. And over to you, enjoy chasing your ghosts. As he starts to walk away. And then literally vanishes from sight. And,
Oh good, he's powerful.
yeah, as you see that, you literally can tell he's teleported away.
teleports behind you.
Personnel, kid.
Nothing personal, kid.
Oh no.
There's no
He's too edgy.
There's no footsteps in any direction at all. There's just the two and then just gone.
I think we've made a powerful enemy.
I mean, I don't think he's an enemy yet.
I think Pseudo has made a powerful enemy.
It's true.
Again.
Do you no longer consider your apprentice part of the group, then?
I
Oh,
did not
yes,
say
you
I
would.
wouldn't help him kill that man. I just said it was his actions, and he is no longer my apprentice. But
Good thing.
Yeah, it's just let's start cutting all ties to Pseudo. He's doomed. he's completely and utterly doomed. We'll just leave him be. Wait.
Why are there
Yeah.
so many fucking pages open? Holy shit!
What are you talking about, my dude?
Look, he's not our enemy yet.
Yeah, but he's
Just
gonna like
reference
come
me.
back and fuck up Pseudo at some point.
Pseudo, you have no intention of giving up that arm. And we have 1 day. He's going to come back and try to take it. So he sounds like an enemy to me.
Yep. It's definitely not. He definitely does not have a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
Oh shit.
Uh,
I gotta stop doing that.
Travel
suppose-
down the road and back again.
What
I
did you
suppose
do,
some would-
Josh?
I suppose one of us would like.
Sending whispers
guess-
as peeps by mistake now.
Peeps is the
Give
god
me your
overlord.
power. Give me your power. I can make you unstoppable.
Help me, Anakin. I'm too weak.
Ah,
Help me, Paracelsus.
Alright, cool.
you're my only hope.
So,
No,
I've
no,
returned.
no, no.
my computer is really stressed out for some reason.
It's updating its graphics drive again.
It's
God.
definitely not, because if you had shit hidden, I would know.
Oh no,
Like,
you
this
wouldn't
whole-
because it's on
like-
the GM layer, bitch!
I saw GM layer shit Sunday.
Really?
like 60% of the map is like 60% of this map.
I only
is
saw
all
one
GM
thing,
layered.
but like,
The smiley face. Let's see how much shit's now on this
but it was
map.
still technically GM layer.
Oh shit, what's that?
That's the smiley face at the front gate.
Oh, in really eye-burning colors too. That's nice. So it's always a good prize. Computer over virus equals various. That's not a good prize.
So,
Well, I guess if no one wants to like do an arcane check on the dude or a history or anything else, I guess we're moving on.
I guess, I mean, I'll do a history on his ability to teleport.
No, I mean like maybe he had an insignia or an emblem or something that would like note whom he may work for. I guess that'd be like a history or a perception or something.
I mean,
well,
did he have any glaring symbols on him at all?
roll perceptions and see if anyone
Oh,
can
boy.
play the I Spy game.
I spy with my little eye that my perception is not that amazing.
My perception ain't that fly. Oh, you know.
Oh well,
you
I
know
guess
something.
Yuno saw something.
Yo, and
nice
she's got an
plus
exclamation
L2.
point too.
I always
Plus-
do that.
Plus,
It's
You know, you can
I
get the
know.
nat 20. I mean, it's
So it's-
32, so you definitely
Yeah.
saw some shit. Especially since you're ready.
She's seen some shit.
Some shit.
It's with those special eyes.
My
Just fast.
brand.
She got her brand back.
Oh my god.
She branded her soul.
The memes are coming back.
Alright.
what? So I was looking at the man that disappeared.
Yeah, when you were looking at the man out of the majority of black and leather clothing and almost a hints of shadow kind of surrounding him in a way. You did see an insignia ring on him. You weren't able to make out a perfect visual of the symbol itself. But
He is the
he's
I am
definitely-
the shadows.
flying leather. No name, teleportation. All he needs is just infinite guns.
Yeah.
And a katana. Sorry, Josh.
He-
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's perfectly fine. It's true. It's true. So, as you were looking at all the different weapons that he had, you did notice that symbol. You could try a history on it if you'd like, or a religion if you think it might be religious in a way.
Sure. I will try religion.
You've heard kind of hints at such symbols in secret societies and the higher orders, but the most you could discern that this might be of Feywild origin. The only thing you could really discern is that this might deal with Haikyo Genkai itself, and in an area like this, it's too broad of a horizon.
Can my scouter see his power level?
If you want to roll an insight, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. See if you could discern just from his stance alone.
His power level.
Stop
It's
it, these
over
rolls.
9,000.
So,
If that one wasn't technically insane.
but you could tell from his very comfortable stance that he thought he could probably fight all of you easily and still take Pseudo's arm.
Wow. Well, I'm not quite
Wait.
sure if he can back it up, but that man seems to be dead set on fighting us one way or the other. Us all. I just say
And they're
that.
all. And they're all.
Seems to have
Non-quietly.
an awful lot of information about our quest.
Yes. Even
That's
our
rather-
closely guarded
It's
secrets.
rather troubling. You don't suppose it might be an ally of one of those we've taken? Perhaps that man we first met in the ruins has finally turned against us.
Wouldn't he want the box then? It seems highly weird.
He seemed almost religiously devoted to the box. I don't think he would wish harm upon those trying to restore its former glory.
He just said you could keep it, didn't he?
Yes, but he did know about our quest. It's only a theory.
Yeah. In any
Perhaps
case,
he's even in support of it.
let all those who come seeking death find it, but we have one to kill tonight. I suggest we head to the cave.
I'm fine with that. Don't
I can get down
understand
with
why
that.
you'd want to keep such a garish thing, but
Are you talking
not
to
be
Suda?
one to judge. Yeah.
Okay.
Roma, Roma, ma.
So how's Pseudo feeling right now?
Well, I mean, like, he could, he gets his arm back, he can finally left-hand it again. But, but then he loses weird control over all that work he's done. He loses his progress. He can't control the bots, I'll think about it. By the way, I messaged you a full thing. Got it, this.
Reading.
God.
And we just got visited by a mysterious stranger who's after some dude's, like, fucking arm.
He's after a robot claw hand.
There's more about
Yeah,
the handy.
I mean, maybe he's like an engineer.
He even offered to keep Pseudo's arm intact, so I mean...
If I could
Yeah,
keep my hand intact, like, if I have to give it up, like, no other choices, like, my life is pretty
if he beats the shit out of all of us somehow, I mean, it's probably the best we're gonna get.
Well, it confirms our suspicions that hand is an artifact of great power.
Okay.
Anyway, I suppose we should just keep heading towards the beach.
So as you continue to make your way towards the beach, and more towards the end, you can tell it goes on quite a good stretch, and that between the varying trade ships and fishermen, they steer clear of the cave mouth itself from what you can see in the distance, as well as a lot of the rocks. There seems to be a fair amount of people going far, far away from it, and you're not very sure until you start getting a little bit closer, as you see that there are some tide pools as well. The whirlpools pulling various objects down, whether it be just floating driftwood or some items that fell off the ships themselves, or even just varying chunks of seaweed. And it sits right at the mouth of the cave itself, as you can see why the merman had mentioned that either you would have to be of aquatic nature or figure a way out to get out of the cave without having to fight the tide itself.
Well, I assume we set up camp here and then just wait for the tide to die down.
Yes, I have no intention of swimming in that.
Yeah, see, even with spider silk, would probably be dragged away into the ocean.
And now that we have the target in our sights, I don't feel so rushed. We are
Pandora
so
will.
close now.
Pandora, I guess, will just she'll just go about starting to collect some driftwood for a fire.
What if the cave has another exit?
Well, if it has another exit, I'd only assume it would lead out to the ocean. Or otherwise, he would have to have tunneled through straight rock. And
He does
even
have
I
a
doubt
crop
someone.
for an arm.
Yes, but I doubt even someone with, I don't know, the strength of 20 men couldn't dig through sheer rock wall. At least not without some sort.
Sorry.
No,
I'm sure
by
he
all
has
means.
no reason to seek any other way out. After all, he'd be heading to the docks were he to leave, and he does not know of our presence.
Exactly, and not only that, the tide would probably bring him some form of food every now and then, so there would be no reason to exactly leave. Besides, even if he did, it would probably be likely that the tide would drag him out.
Assuming he doesn't have any aquatic qualities, being part crab, I don't know the extent of his power.
You don't
Yes.
know my power.
You underestimate the power of the dark side.
So, as you kind of set up camp towards the front, you can see a few fishermen going by. They kind of look at you setting up camp near the supposedly cursed cave, and even a few other fishermen and tradesmen kind of point, and you can hear them yelling out to you, just kind of waving. It's kind of hard to make out what they're saying.
I will miss Soul's ability to launch a fireball, as she gazes out at the fisherman pointing.
Oh boy. Murder's fun.
Why would you need him to cast a fireball when he could simply reflect the sun off of his abs and burn ships whole?
Well, either way, I'd prefer not to have witnesses, but...
Do you think they would be able to see after seeing his abs in the sunlight? I mean...
talking about our current predicament.
that was an out of character. No, well, if we left no witnesses alive, it would probably be a lot harder to cover up when someone did stumble across the bodies, of course.
Well, we have perfect excuse. The whirlpools, tide, seems very dangerous around these parts. But it appears out of our hands.
Correlation and causation, it seems. She'll just shrug and keep the fire alive with more driftwood. Maybe, is there anything notable about this area of the beach? Or is it just, like,
There's a
featureless?
fair amount of forest, a lot of high grass, especially on the hill that kind of rolls up over the top of the cave mouth. It almost looks like if a jaw was open with teeth sticking out the bottom, but with no top half. The way the rocks form.
Well, it's not a popular part of the beach, I guess. Must be on a sand dune or a sandbank or something. That's probably why we have such powerful tide.
I will start brewing some potions.
Alright.
I'm gonna brew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potions of water breathing.
Ooh.
Well, that's a smart idea.
Cheeky. I love it.
Just as a contingency.
Very, very clever. Alright. So let me pull the token here. So it
Kind of sucks that you didn't make like a beach resting area. It kind of feels weird that we're on a beach in a stone field, like in a stony city.
Stony City. Alright. Well, let's see if I can
We're
pull
just
the beach real quick. Might be surprised.
It's like from another. It's like from a campaign 2 campaigns ago, and it still has half of the tokens from the other campaign. And we're just like, when did they get here? I can't completely explain it.
We were always here.
We were
Don't forget, you're here forever.
You're never going to leave again.
Hew.
You know, I have to ask, what happens if all of us somehow die?
Yeah,
The box drifts slowly in the water.
The box would consume you all.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then wouldn't it get like washed out to the ocean?
Yeah, sure.
Because
Not
the
entirely.
tide would drag it away.
Maybe.
With this, the box has quite a bit of power. I'm sure it could find a way to.
At this point, yeah, it's got a good amount of
Fly
power.
back over the whore and just be like, "You serve me now, whore."
The whore
Like,
immediately
I mean,
tries
like,
to use it in a way that we haven't found out.
Oh god.
It's already like fucked up one person.
I
Yeah.
guess, but like,
Yeah. Pretty hardcore too. I might add.
Like,
I mean, what's to stop the box from like just growing limbs, walking around, taking the other pieces back? If it's that strong.
Nothing.
well, like,
It doesn't feel
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Well, at the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
time, it only just
It's
gained the power to
lazy.
talk
It doesn't
again.
believe in the American way of doing things.
oh no.
And you're saying
the box
you
is
would?
un-American.
This
Well,
box
let's
is
stop it.
un-American.
It was created for a. Do that itself.
What?
If it could do
You're
it.
You're cutting out every now and then.
Oh.
Not you,
Doesn't
Josh.
matter.
The happy face is Hadouken.
What? He's firing his laser.
I'm a firing my laser. Of how Joe's characters always get fucking left behind.
Oh. Hey,
Ah, cool.
a beach.
Neat.
Walking on the beach. Walking on the beach.
Watch me swoosh right in. Swoosh. Spoosh.
Careful, you get too cold, you won't be able to move.
No, that's just like a casual 75-foot jump into the ocean.
That's how the snake people work. Didn't you
Well, I
watch
mean,
Monster
she probably
Monster
did
Man?
that one snake thing where they like wiggle their bodies to fly through the air. Just have you seen like flying snakes? They're cool.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking weird.
They waggle their whole body and they like fly through the air.
Splish, splash,
Anyway, I'll be
Pete's
back
taking
again.
a bath.
I'll be right back again. Alright.
So, let me get something on the side here for Pseudo-san. Alright. So, probably should wait a moment until everyone's here. Just so we could get the full majestic holy fuckery of this scene.
Man, I should just Sparta kick somebody off this cliff. Ich bin
Man, I have to pee again. I don't want to get up. Fuck this.
Do it. Just do it.
No, Shia LaBeouf, no. Running from the hood, Shia LaBeouf.
It's Shia LaBeouf.
Punch him in his kidneys. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Alright, so, Brad, you should be able to see it now.
Oh, see me? Hello? Ah. Welcome, my friend. Add. Gonna load another one. Oh, fuck. Shoot him in his kidney. Oh, I gotta do, shit. Gotta get magic items.
The wind blowing. The headband is flowing.
Quite windy on this beach.
It's actually pretty fitting.
Hey, dude, it's pretty fucking. It's windy today, guys. I don't get it. Magic
Rosie,
weapons.
does your character have a mark now?
Does she? Oh no, it's
Whoa.
my quarry.
Yeah.
Full blade.
For the quarry. Okay.
For the quarry.
I totally forgot about that, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I even have a button for it. Somewhere. Maybe. I was pretty I thought I did.
Do you?
Maybe I made the macro and then I never put it in my macro bar. No? I'm certain I made a macro for this.
Well, it's just a D6 right now. Oh, D8 if you got lethal. Back. Welcome back. Alright.
Oh no, that's
What are we-
right.
what
On
are we
anything
talking
that
about now?
can quarry, there's a section of the. All of my other macros that can quarry have a section for it.
So I guess we're all just sort of chilling on the beach.
Hey, well, Peeps is running around enjoying the ocean for the first time.
Yeah, you better. Fucking.
Pandora will sort of keep near the waves herself, just sort of letting her tail bathe for a bit.
He jumps over the tail, keeps rolling over it, and splashing down.
Pandora will slowly make her tail act like almost like a skip rope in case Peeps wants to jump over it more.
He keeps
Yes.
He keeps jumping.
Good utilitarian uses.
He makes a game out of it.
Necklace.
He's lulling you into a false sense of security. His IQ is in the millions.
Well,
So as you all sit there and watch the cave mouth for a bit as the day kind of wears on, you see somebody in the distance walking towards you, carrying what looks like a massive blade.
I'll
Oh,
stand
boy.
up.
It takes a little while, but you could tell they're just kind of slowly trudging the beach. They have a long black cloak, like you've seen something like this before, as well as the front is open, and hands look very irregular. Oh God.
Is black and
Oh God.
I'll just motion for everyone to look.
Oh God.
Which way is he coming from? This way or this way?
there we are. And since there was no cave graphic, I've
Hello.
added one.
Guess my mic work. Hello?
All right.
Yeah, okay. No, my system's like I need to reset it, but I don't
All right.
know.
So Flip,
Right,
he's
wait.
coming from this direction, just as a quick reference.
Which
Which way?
Left.
Left, just because
Left.
the cave's over there for the moment.
It's the cave. We didn't have a cave graphic. I've contributed.
Yes.
This is like all rock front over
Huh.
here. It's not cave.
So, as he gets closer, you do recognize this form. It doesn't appear hostile at all, and you've seen this form before.
This
Oh.
form.
oh, it's fuck.
Oh, he's back.
This form?
Yeah, it's fucking
Sorry?
Fletch.
Oh shit, Fletch is back.
Oh, I'll lower my guard.
He's carrying what looks like a massive full blade.
Oh yeah, full blade buddies.
Popular item among evil people.
Very popular, guaranteed.
It does cutting, it does crushing, it does stabbing, it does it all.
Does intimidating.
There's nothing like having a sword that's as big as their torso to intimidate them.
Yeah.
It's some scary shit.
Some scary shit.
So,
Suto, I guess
Probably-
we'll walk forward, you know,
mhm.
seeing as it's old Fletch.
Yeah, I'll move to greet him as well.
Good evening. It has been some time.
Yeah, it's been. Last we saw you, you just got your new abs, you know? I'm just kidding.
It has been some time. I would ask how you found us, but I suspect that you can sense the presence of the box.
Of course. I am one of its denizens, after all.
What brings you here? We are about to add another soul to the box.
This is wonderful news. But I come to bestow a gift, in a manner of speaking.
Anything to help us in our mission.
Unfortunately, I had found out that one of the three that I was looking for had fallen. But I found a useful way to bring him back, in a manner of speaking. The box whispered to me how to do so. And
Very well.
he kind of nods and, don't worry, this will only be a temporary borrowing. As he kind of lifts up the full blade and with just inhuman strength hurls it straight through Pseudo's torso.
What?
What?
Well.
And in a brief moment, you could actually see Pseudo's body, but then Pseudo's soul in the back end of the blade.
I mean,
As it
I'd probably
starts to
yell
get
out.
pulled into the box, and Pseudo's own body actually starts to change shape.
are we all okay with this? I mean, are we letting this happen right now?
I
don't
feel like
think
you'd just
there's
be
anything-
awestruck.
I don't think there's anything we can do.
Yeah,
I
I think
mean,
it's a
how
bit
did-
late, even if we wanted to do something.
I mean, this.
His soul just got skewered out.
I raise a metal eyebrow.
I'm just calling out pseudo, like as it happens.
Baka!
At the same time, you could see the same shadowy tendril kind of grip his soul, pull it off the sword and into the box. As his form changes, you could see more prominent muscles. His body gets obviously more defined, stronger, and taller.
What have you done, Fletch?
Given you the help of one of the 4 demons. As you can see
the
now, his body forms out more. You can hear bones kind of crack and reshape. Even his face kind of contorts and redefines. And then after you see like a brief moment of a human, you could see the claw kind of fall off his arm entirely as the flesh kind of breaks and rips apart. And what looks like a shredded, broken hand, it reshapes and forms perfectly back into a fully usable hand.
And are all sort of just she'll sort of like move out of the water now, just examining all this crazy stuff take place.
As Fletch on looks, you could see like just the most sickening grin on his face as he watches Pseudo's reshaping. And you can actually see now the different armor and epaulettes and plates entirely form from his skin outward, as if they were being crafted and made from his very flesh.
Couldn't you have just done this with literally anybody else? He was already helpful.
The box is what requested this.
Oh, alright then.
With
Pandora will pick up like the glove. She won't put it on, she's just gonna pick it up.
You're gonna get near him while he's changing? Jesus.
Oh god. So
No, it's like the glove, he literally said the glove popped off. It like fell off to the ground next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
Pandora's
wouldn't
just
even
gonna
get
hold on
close to him while he's fucking morphing. Are you kidding me?
You're seeing armor being made out of skin, and you're just gonna go, I'm gonna take this.
Just in
just in case. So, with...
So they're gonna have to debate on handing this over now, right? Yeah, I guess.
So, on the final formation, you can see the plates start to form around the full blade itself, as this now hulk of a man reaches down, just grabs the blade and pulls it out of himself, anointing it with his own blood. Before...
Oh, of course.
So, goodbye, Pseudo.
Oh, Pseudo's still there.
Goodbye, Pseudo. Rip.
And before you stands this towering man, frothing at the mouth almost, looking around in a slight confusion. And then kind of just sees all of you. I would imagine you would go to swing.
Who?
Yes.
He totally would.
Yeah. You at that moment you hear Fletch just cry out, "Stop!"
He had the blade kind of arced ready, but he kind of, familiar voice.
And with that, you can kind of hear the echo of the box ring out to all of you. Getz will be helping you retrieve the rest of these souls. He is one of my children.
You're creating a canon that I'm not entirely comfortable with here.
I mean,
I don't want Fletch putting his dick in anything canonically. Kind of scary.
it's not Fletch, it's
The box.
But his dick in a box?
Oh no!
Oh, perfect lead in.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, I send this to Josh so you know.
Fletch, I put a lot of work into training my former apprentice. Now I feel like it was all for naught.
Do not
Will
worry.
this
He will be returned. Getz only has this body temporarily.
Well, he is quite fearsome. You say he is to aid us.
Indeed. And so long as the box is with you, he will be on better behavior.
I have to leave this guy outside of cities.
Yeah, I have a feeling, you know.
He'd be like a pet dog, and I have to like chain him up to a tree when we go into a city. You know, he'll probably
It's
drag the tree
an
inside the
stat
city.
of one.
Yo, that's probably the best idea you could have. It's just like, hey, listen, we can't have him in the city. Why?
Need to, like,
No.
leave him at the daycare or something. Preschools in town.
Fletch looks to you, Gats. Listen to Yuno. She's the carrier of our god. He will be helping her throw down the false death god.
Oh. Alright. So, I was like, false death guy. Are we talking about the...
The queen.
Alright, well,
That's what this is about then.
he'll fucking turn. You feel like the rage of the one that hurt, you know, like he didn't get to like throw out the anger of coming in a weird way.
Yeah.
So kind of disdain that he has to follow someone you could probably like step on, but you know. He'll just kind of do that like that. Ugh, fine.
Good. Do be careful. He has quite the temper, but he'll be very useful for, you know, future acquiring of souls.
Very well. Perhaps it'll expedite things just with his presence.
Oh shit, we can't go back to the tower. Oh, we can never go back there to rest. Oh no.
Unless one of us also puts on the glove.
No, I mean like not that reason. I mean like I can't take Gats to the tower. He'll destroy the tower. There's people there that he doesn't care about.
Right after you convinced all those artisans to come back, the younglings, they're in the training room.
I'll be there in a moment.
So with that, till then, you know, just be sure that Gats isn't too foolish. He does have your toy's body.
Toy? Oh, hang on a moment. Is this like deep canon that we haven't heard about yet?
I wouldn't refer to him as that, but very well. I'll try to keep him from doing anything too foolish.
You know how fucking crazy it's gonna be if Pseudo comes back? He's like, where the claw?
He just comes back and like, where was that? What the fuck was that?
You know, Pseudo is now gonna have to sit in the box with fucking
Whatever else is in there.
with
Armor and
Opma.
shit.
Yeah, he's just gonna
cool,
he's just gonna be in like the awkward waiting room, and Opma's just gonna be looking at him like completely fucking furious.
So
he's
what
just
are
gonna
you
be
in
like-
for?
So what are you in
And then like Pseudo's gonna be like, so about that tower.
I took over the tower.
Been taking real good care of it for you, buddy. Been
He's
rebuilding
just
it.
rebuilding
How are you
it, you
gonna
know.
take good care of it? You're
Not release
dead.
the dragon, that's good news. He's
What the
Oh, yeah.
fuck is wrong with
That little side note.
you? So,
he's just like, oh. Fuck. I worked hard on that.
It's fully operational.
yes. So, with that, he bows to you know, and everyone else. If you need me any sooner, I've managed to take a small foothold for myself in the Underrealm. Further north.
I'm capable of sending a message hundreds of miles.
Then you'll definitely find me or get my attention when needed. And if
Very
you
well.
ever head further north and you hear of the Crimson Trees, you will find me there.
Does Fletch know I have a tower? Or it had a tower.
No, I think at this point you don't really have a say in much. Like Pseudo's kind of disposed of at the moment.
I mean, I don't have a tower. Not anymore.
And with that, he takes his leave and starts walking back up the beach again.
Okay.
And piss off. Pandora will stir the claw for later.
I think you should probably put it in the bag of holding just in case they can't actually track it. Because if it's in an interdimensional space, he might not be able to find it anymore.
I'm fairly certain they could. Pandora will just keep it on her, just in case.
Ah, yes.
Yes. I don't recommend putting it on.
Oh, no, I'm not putting that thing on. Are you kidding me?
When you look in the claw, there's still raw flesh in it.
Oh,
That's
They
That's
might
awesome.
need to clean it out later, though.
well.
Pandora will sort of just quietly, I don't know, she'll just like put it in one of her
Just
side
pour some
pockets.
seawater in it. Just
Cleanse it a little.
push it around.
Just a quick question, how much longer will the session be going for? Because I've got to go have dinner.
Probably just another 10 minutes or so. Because,
I'll be right back then. I'll just go quickly have some dinner.
I can
Won't be too
just call it there. Because I would imagine Gats needs to figure out what he wants to do and what everyone else wants to do with the claw and such now.
Well, Pandora will just have it for now. It's probably the best. I'm the best talker of the group.
I think it would be good to leave it there then for now. 'Cause I know it's
I'll
gonna-
be back in a moment.
Wow, whole session with no combat.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens a lot.
There's a transition. But don't worry, you're right at the entrance of good old fuckery.
Rip pseudo on this end.
Yeah,
You
it's
should
like
take
I was trying to search for a reason to be mad about it, but I was like, well, I mean, I didn't really.
You
lose
literally just said
anything.
a minute ago you were fine with all of us dying after we were done. So I mean, you literally do not